Fellas, look, the bottom line is this, man. Once you fall in life, bro, get back up. Don't let it take you out of character. Always stay focused on the purpose, man. This man fell, and he didn't lose his touch, man. He didn't lose nothing. He kept his game face on, and he stayed in the game. And that's the key, fellas. Stay in the game.
For all my gentlemen that desire to be leaders in relationship, maybe a little advice. Consult her first. You ask questions, and she won't have to question you. If she was consulted when the plan was being created, she don't gotta ask a bunch of questions about how the being executed, you feel me? She already know her, and I'm not talking about for my me macho, like for y'all, I'm not talking about giving up your leadership and all that. I'm talking about sitting your lady down when you putting the blueprints together. Okay, where did you say you wanted the bathroom? All right, big bet. How did you say you wanted it built out? Fine. This is where my man cave is going. We have no questions there. You said you wanted a hobby room over here. That way, when construction is going on and it's messy, when don't quite look right, she already know why y'all going through the storm. She already know why it's a pile of shit over there. She already know why things ain't quite. But bruh, it's so much work that you can do on the front end to not be questioned as a leader, because ultimately the duty of a leader is to serve those that they are leading. You are not leading in the direction that you want to go. You're moving in the direction that the herd is supposed to go. That's your duty as a leader. Question your lady. I promise the more questions you got her, the less shit she gonna have to say to you.
There's so many great men that I've dated that just weren't on the same page as me.
What do you mean by that?
So I was treated well, respected, all these good things, but I was always upfront about the fact that, not really on a timeline, but I knew that I wanted to be married, have children, that kind of thing.
Right.
Not everybody wants that. Some people aren't even thinking about marriage. And that was kind of scary for me, because I'm like, okay, how long am I going to be somebody's girlfriend? Or how long am I going to just date you with no titles and stuff like that? Because that does matter to me. It doesn't matter to everybody. It mattered to Sloan. So I'm like, no, I would like to transition into being somebody's girlfriend within this time frame. And then, I would like to get engaged and get married. Right. So I had to stop dating dudes that didn't want the same thing. Instead of wasting time trying to convince them.
Right.
Because we do that. We do that. It's like a man will tell you he don't want kids, and you're like, oh, I'll change his mind, girl. That rarely happens.
Man, fellas, the hoops never fails, bro. When you hear a woman say, there are so many men that I dated, she's who she is, bro. And here's the reality. Women like her, in their prime years, they deal with the players, and then they get with a player and they try to change him. So it's more of a challenge for them. So they get with a player and they think that they have the ability to turn that player into a sucker, into a man who will get down on his knees and commit to them. That's like a championship for a woman. That's a real champion. You turn that dude into a sucker? You change him? And usually these women do this with different players for about 6 months to a year. And then when they realize that they can't change that man, they go find a new player. And then they go find a new player. And before you know it, they ran through a whole bunch of different men. But then they act like they were looking for marriage all along. And the whole time, they was just having fun with the players, man. Because they knew from the jump that that's not who he is. He's not trying to marry you. So now she's at an age where she's now looking for a good man. She's pretty much looking for a sucker. Fellas, don't let that sucker be you, bro. Don't deal with these women after they are washed up, after the players are pretty much done with them. Be wise out here, fellas.
Okay, so this guy DM'd me. He said, hey, bro,
I said, what's good? He said, loyalty test? I said, yeah, I got you. Love your content, by the way. What's her at? He said, appreciate you, man. This should be funny. He sent me her page. I said, is now a good time to do it? He said, we're actually long distance right now. She lives overseas, so her time is a little ahead. She should still be on Insta, though. He also said that they were on bad terms, so he wanted to see if she would flirt. I told him I'd let him know if she responded. If you need a loyalty test, I'm doing them now on Lazo. The link is in my bio. Okay, so she was a public page, and I'm not gonna lie, her IG was popping. Her feed was right, she looked good, and her body was bodying. I liked a couple pictures, I didn't even follow her, and then I slid in with a compliment. I said, your tats are so hard. I don't know if it was the time difference or she just doesn't check her DMs like that, but it low-key took her a minute to respond. When she did, though, she sent me a picture from my own feed and said, you are hard as fuck. Honestly, I knew right there I had her, but I had to keep the convo going. I said, appreciate it. Where are you from? She said, I'm Italian. You? I said, I'm black, and I live in America. I asked her if she had been. She said she hadn't been and that she knew I was black. I asked her if there were a lot of black people in Italy and if she liked it there. She said, yeah, of course. I told her I watched a season of Jersey Shore where they went over to Italy and it looked pretty cool. Then I asked her age. She said, I'm 25. You? I told her I was 22, but like a mature 22. So don't worry. I was lying. I'm not 22. I was lying. Fellas, never be afraid to add inches to your height or years to your age, okay? That's part of the game. I said, what's your ideal date? She said, a dinner and a blunt. I think, ha ha ha. What's yours? I love that question because I can just agree with whatever they say. I said probably the same exact thing, but we have to get dessert after dinner. I'm a fiend for sweets. She said, me too, babe. Ah ha ha. It was understood. Like, of course. Babe. I'm not your babe. You have a whole boyfriend. She also sent a bunch of emojis. I don't know if she was licking. I said, okay, bet, it's a date. At this point, it seemed like she was flirting to me, so I decided to show her boyfriend. I sent him the screenshots and said, she's definitely flirting. He said, bruh, I had a feeling she was gonna respond. And she actually lied. She's been to America. She's just saying that because she wants you to fly her out. She used that same shit on me. I said, damn, she really tried it. He said, let me know if she says anything else. I told him, got you. If you need a loyalty test, I'm doing them now on Lazo. The link is in my bio. She really tried to get a flight out of me, y'all. She's not even for the street. She for the earth. Please stay safe out here.
Nah, this right here is nasty work. Fellas, if you gotta give your girl a loyalty test, bro, she is who she is. You always gotta follow your instincts. If your instincts is telling you that she is a bird, more than likely, man, she's a bird. It is what it is. The signs are always there. And I get it. Sometimes as men, we want to believe that she's not who we think she is, but we gotta be logical, bro. And we can't think with our heart. That's for women. You know what I'm saying? They could think with their emotions, but as a man, you always gotta think logical. Once a woman shows you that she is for the streets, take it for what it is, or regret it later. Before you guys leave, let me just say thanks to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the SDC fam. And if you guys appreciated the content, go ahead and show some love right now and like and subscribe. Do so for your boy right now. Go ahead.
A man is never going to tell you that you are out of his league. What he will do is be extremely mean towards you in the hopes that you walk away from him. So for example, if you, let's say you want to go out on a date on Saturday night and you bring it up to him and he just gets mad at you and is like, what? Why you always want to go out? Why can't we stay in sometimes? Like, this is just too much. You're too much. The reality is that he cannot afford to take you on a date. So he wants to make you feel bad for wanting to go on a date. If you have high standards and you like nice things and you really want like bags and shoes and stuff like that, and he tells you, you're too high maintenance. Why you want all that? Why you not all that I do for you and you just can't appreciate that? It's because he can't afford it. You are out of his league. He cannot afford you. The way to avoid being hurt by a man who you are out of his league is to just pay attention to the stories that he tells about his exes. What kind of women were they? Was he dating women who are nothing like you? Was he dating Krishan Rock?
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. You all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.